Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Fiend Hunter guide. So let's talk about the new boss. I think we did a little bit of testing with this particular Fox Frenzied Wolf. So let's see what is this all about. As you guys can see, I noticed that it's actually better to use NEBRIS. NEBRIS seems to be able to do a little bit more damage compared to TYR. Now if you did pull for TYR, I will still show you guys the guide on how to do it, but the first team, basically I like to, there's going to be multiple different strategies for this as per usual, but I like to do it in a one physical, one magic team kind of format, so that it's going to be much easier to understand, right? So we have one physical team at the top. Alright, physical team is going to be Liberta with Zenith, Wilhelmina, and then NEBRIS right here. And then of course magic team is going to be Helena, Diana, and then we got Dalvi, Venaka, and in this case Therese, right? Now, we're going to talk about the boss mechanic. This boss is very interesting, right? You can see there's one weak tiles here, and there's two more all the way at the back. So in this particular case, if you're going to use this particular character with NEBRIS, then we're just going to focus on the back one. So I will show you guys how to do that. Maybe I will show you guys the tiers one later, right? But this is going to be level 9 boss. I'm just going to show this as an example. Just hopefully you guys, if you guys want to apply it to the level 10, level 8, doesn't matter what level, probably it's going to be the same pretty much. So I will turn off my face cam as per usual. Whoa, why am I so zoomed in? Turn off face cam so you guys can see properly what is happening right here. So first things first, right? So what are we trying to do? So in the first particular turn, the boss is always going to activate this skill. Alright, so this skill activates one time per team. For 10 turns, apply augmentation effect to all parts. Whenever you attack the boss, doesn't matter which part, right? I've tested. The augmentation effect lasts for 2 turns and stacks one time with each hit received. Can increase to a maximum of 20 stacks. So it helps you with increasing the chain, right? So you want to go with Liberta and then go with this particular Rafitia. And then we start off with this particular one. Now the funny thing is for Wilhelmina, don't do anything. Alright, I will tell you guys why. Because it's a timing kind of thing, right? Later you want to use this one and then use the other one for the third one. So because of NEBRIS, right? So the thing is NEBRIS, this is going to be the best costume to do the most damage. But we want to stack this, and then this first, right? So because Wilhelmina, you can do, it will take too much SP, right? You can see we barely have enough SP. So you want a NEBRIS to basically, we're gonna go, you can either go whichever one that you prefer. I'm going to go with this particular one, right? So that's going to be the first turn of order. This is going to be what we are doing first, alright? So apply buff with Liberta, apply buff with Rafitia, apply buff with Zenith. Okay, focus fire at the back right there, right? So and then we hit both sides. And then now the boss activates that particular thing, so doesn't matter. So now you can see the boss is going to activate this, or depending on the situation, the boss might activate this one. Now how do you make the boss activate this one? If you can check, if you can chain stack 20 times, right? So we're going to try to do that this particular turn. We want to try to see if we can get a chain stack in this particular case. So what I will do, right? I will see. So if the boss is were to hit us here, right? That is going to be very, very painful. In this case, you got most likely that's going to be what's happening, right? I'm going to move. Hopefully none of them get hit, right? Because this one is quite painful. You gotta be careful. If you get hit right here, it is going to be towards your. Oh shoot! Is there a way where Wilhelmina won't get hit? Okay, whatever, right? It's not that big of a deal. But you're gonna get this DOT, very, very annoying, right? This bleed, and this one can stack 2 times. So make sure now when we go in, we're going to stack 20 chain, right? So how do we do that? We go with this particular one. This is going to apply. Again, you can see if you got 10 chain or more, we're going to apply more damage. Rafitia is going to go this one, right? Going to go this one for Zenith. And then start off with Wilhelmina here, and then we're going to go with that particular one. So Zenith is going to focus fire on the left side. Doesn't matter where you position NEBRIS, because we have focus fire going on, right? Focus fire, and then stack that. Okay, we're only hitting 1 tile, but already damage is not bad. Okay, so now the third one. This is going to be very interesting. So this is the one where we are going to go all in. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go hit this particular one, and this is where NEBRIS is gonna go all in. We're gonna switch to Office NEBRIS, do a bunch of damage right here. Alright, so you can see the SP is just nice if you have Rafitia and everything, right? So this is going to be, the boss is probably going to activate this particular one again, which is going to be a little bit annoying. So I'm just going to move Can I move? I guess I can move Wilhelmina there. And then I can move, what's the name? I can move Liberta. I guess Liberta has to get hit, right? One of them has to get hit. So this is going to be the best one, as long as they are all surrounding Rapitia. They are all getting the buff. That's all that matters. Focus Fire by Zenith. And then Wilhelmina go in. Okay. Whew, as you can see, there's a lot of damage, right? Stack as much buffs for Alphys NEBRIS as possible. So now you can see the boss can no longer activate these two. So now the boss is going to activate this one. This one is going to be a little bit annoying. Very, very painful, very annoying. You want to put somebody at the most front. You can either put Liberta in this case, right? And then you can do something like this. Now, I'm not a big fan of this particular tile range, right? Because the boss is going to apply debuff on us. You can see reduce our attack and magic attack by 50%, right? So make sure your characters don't get, your DPS character, especially your NEBRIS, you don't want her to get that debuff, alright? No debuff for NEBRIS. So we're going to chill there a little bit. And then, for the time being, we're going to go with this particular one. We're just going to go back to stacking buffs, alright?
Yeah. Hey.
Okay, do that, do that. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so just focus on that. Wait, I forgot if the... Do we still have the... Okay, 65%. Not too bad right there. Let me see. We got the vulnerability. So the next one. Now you can see the boss is gonna basically hit this very random tile range. You can position your character a little bit, right? So maybe like put them a little bit like this or something, right? So actually, this one, there's no reason for anyone to get hit right here, because this one is not based upon target. So what I want to do, as long as your... Yeah, so this one is the best, right? This is how you do it. So we are going to go to this one. We're going to apply this, apply that. We're going to change to Wilhelmina to the chain reinforcement one, and then we're going to apply this particular one. Alright, and then the next one, the last one, we're going to go in all over again to be able to give as much damage as we can. Okay, decent chunk of damage. I believe nobody should get hit. Okay, so the last one is going to kill us, so we're going to go all in right now. Go all in right now, of course. Go with that, go with this, and go with this, alright? GG. GG, that's going to be how you can... I think we should be able to get the boss down to like 40%. 40%, I think, is my bet. Now it's 59%. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Ooh, I was right. 40.1%. Let's go. Accurate number. Okay, so now that the boss is down at 40.1%, so it's up to the magic team, right? So that NEBRIS team can basically do about 60%. So of course, I'll show you guys the gears later. Again, let's do it for this particular team. So again, same sequence, right? You can see now we can apply multiple different skills as well. So Therese is going to be very, very useful right here, because we are going to be able to get as much of the SP return. So I like to go with Venaka with this particular one first. Alright, let me see. So there's a couple of ways that we can do this, right? You can either apply this particular Therese combo, or you can go with the other one. But for me, I like to go with this one first. We try to apply DOT first at the beginning. Now this one don't have focus fire, so positioning is going to be much more let's just say a little bit much more trickier, right, compared to the other few ones. Okay, so buff, so apply as much damage as we can. DOT for now, DOT by Dalvi. Okay, so we are not, sadly we can't really do this. 20 chains is not possible for this particular team. So you can actually do like something like Celia, right? But in this particular case, for this particular team, as you can see, everyone is gonna get KO'd right there. So what we want to do, right? This particular one is the one that debuffs all of us. That is going to be very annoying. There's a way to not get hit. I'm gonna go with this particular one. Man, this is annoying. This is very annoying. So we go with this, we go with this. So hopefully shield everybody. I don't have enough to do the other one. Actually, I do have enough to do the other one. But Dalby will have to go with this particular one for now. Because this one is going to be, as you can see, okay, we hit that in the left side. Okay, get scratch. Doesn't matter, right? So now we are gonna reapply the buffs. We are going to reapply the buffs. Wait. Oh, wait. Did I do it wrong? Oh, I wasn't going to apply that one. I was going to apply this particular one first. Yeah, Therese. I applied Therese's wrong skill. Wanted to apply the one that that generates the SP. This particular one. Okay, 1, 2. Scratch. Alright. So now the boss is going to do this. Again, we're going to put Dalby and whoever in the middle, right? So now we can do this, right? Now we can buff. So we're gonna get hit. Helena is gonna get hit, but there's no reason for Helena to get hit. So only Diana gets hit in that particular case, but she's sort of forced to be there anyways. So we're gonna go to the middle. Alright, to the middle. I guess we go this again. Too bad we couldn't apply the other one. That one is gonna apply way more damage. I don't think my rotation is the best because we are not benefiting from the chain stun thing. Alright. So ideally you want that, but this should be enough, right? Oof, we are still alive. Okay, with that, we're gonna go with this. Should I change, right? I guess we can change for now, and then we're gonna go with this. So this should realistically one-shot the boss, right? Realistically. Oh shoot, it's not enough. Oh, wait. It is not enough, eh? That is crazy. Okay, this one is a close enough strat. Maybe I should use TYR here. Boom. There's no DOT. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, so let's say you want to try the TYR strat, right? So let's say you don't have, what's the name? In this particular case, you don't want to use NEBRIS or you don't have her build or whatever, but you happen to pull for a bunch of TYR, right? So you can also use TYR. What I like to do is I like to put Celia in here because you can set it up in a way sort of is better. Alright, so you can do something like this. Celia, alright. And then you can also go with Rafina right here. Alright, so this is going to be something that you can, you know, experiment with it a little bit. So I'm just gonna briefly show you guys the first team. The second team is gonna pretty much the same, right? The thing is, the chain, you can't barely benefit from it for the other one. Unless you have Hikage, but even Hikage is gonna be quite difficult. You need chain for this particular one. So what you can do, alright, so in most cases, what you're gonna do, you're not gonna go TYR first. You're gonna set up everyone first, right? So as per usual, we're gonna go with something like this, something like this. Okay. So the first phase is all about setting up. Let me turn off my face cam. Boom. So just keep to the right side. Okay, now we're gonna go in right now, right? So this is the moment. You won't have enough to do that, sadly, but we will have enough to do. Actually, we do have enough to do that, right? We have enough to do that. So we are just going to chill for a bit. Don't do anything yet. So TYR is gonna come here and do that, which is very annoying. I mean the enemy. No. I remember you can't do it. You have to go in now because of the sequence. I've tried it the other way around, so it's better to just go in round 2 or turn 2 rather. So have everybody go in here. In this case, Rafina will get sliced, but if you want to turn things around, you can also go with putting Rafitia here, something like this. So this is going to be the sequence. So we're gonna be able to do, I would say, decent chunk damage, right? Alright, so first hit, get sliced. Okay, so now for the second hit, again, now the boss is going to come and do this, right? I believe we are... There's no way for you to get the chain stack up. So what you need to do is you gotta move everybody back, right? A little bit back. So just make sure you protect here, right? Here is going to be the important one to not get hit. Everyone else is like... Oh shoot. Forget that somebody needs to be there. Everyone else is fine. But it's just mostly going to be something like this. Because remember, if the boss hits you, that's going to be a debuff, right? You don't want your tear to get debuffed. So the one is going to 15. 17 chain. So you get hit there. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but now we can set it up to the other Rafitia for now. Okay. So we're gonna go again with this one. Yeah. So now the boss is gonna do this one, right? So this one we're just gonna try to split up the characters, since those two don't do anything anyways. Celia needs to be in the middle. Man, I guess we go with something like this. Only Rafitia gets hit. So this is the best we got. Boom! Okay, we hit that at the back. So we're gonna go in the next one. Alright, again, same stuff, same concept. So you have to make sure to go in with here now and get the as much chain stack as you can. Oops, my bad. Rafina should be where Liberta is. Okay. Boom. Okay. There we go. Alright, as you can see, here is going to do a little bit, you know, a little bit less damage than what's the name? NEBRIS, right? NEBRIS is still going to be stronger. That's why I use my NEBRIS. But again, it does depend on the investment. NEBRIS needs 3 costumes. I understand that's going to be way more difficult, right? Whereas Tear only has 1 costume. Considering that she only has 1 costume, that damage is not too bad, right? I would say, you know, this is going to be a decent chunk of damage potential that she has. So yeah, that's going to be it for this particular guy. I hope you guys are able to do it. Let me know what you guys think of the current one. Let me show you guys the gears for the important characters. First things first is going to be my Venaka gear. So this is the gears that I have. In terms of the stats, I also need to show you guys my tier. This is going to be my tier stats. Not the best. I think if I improve a little bit, I can definitely get it as well. That's going to be for my Dalvi. And last but not least, my... what's the name? NEBRIS, which is what we used earlier. She's also quite important. I want to show you guys the gear. So, there we go. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next one then. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.